Hey everybody, it's Kitti Minx. I know it's been quite a while. For those of you who don't come to my Twitch streams or the occasional YouTube stream I've put on, sorry about that. It's been total chaos over here. Just one thing after another, after another, after another, after another, after another, after another. And it's just been a real fun time all around. So, I am about 8 months pregnant now, and I'm really feeling it. It's getting bad, y'all. Just aches and pains abound. Like my feet hurt, my legs hurt, my hips hurt, my back hurts, get headaches. It's just no fun. Plus tummy issues and other various things going on. It's just, so close yet so far. I am ready for the baby to be here at this point. I'm ready. I'm so done being pregnant. I don't want her to come right now because it's too early. It wouldn't be that good. But I've hit a point now where I'm like, yeah, I can cope with giving birth now. Couple of days of extreme pain to then not be in nearly as much pain anymore afterwards, hopefully. Yeah, I can do it. I can do it. But yeah, as the title says, I've been in and out of the hospital. It's been absolutely crazy. Last week, I had to miss Twitch stream on Thursday because I had to go to the hospital in the afternoon into the evening. Because I had shortness of breath, I had pain in my chest, I was having really bad pelvic pain and some other pains. And I called my doctor's office, and he's like, you should go get checked out of the hospital. We don't have that kind of equipment to test here. I'm like, okay, I went to the hospital. Then several hours and a battery test later, and they're like, yeah, you're low in potassium, magnesium, and you're very dehydrated, so here's some supplement pills and some IV fluids. And they did all that. Then I got sent home. And for like a good week, I was feeling really bad, just sick in my stomach and very out of breath and a lot of pelvic pain and back pain, which I realized were contractions. After a little while, I'm like, oh, this pain that keeps coming and going are contractions. Okay. And they just would not stop. And they varied in intensity. So sometimes they're mild, they felt like a mild cramp. And then sometimes they would wake me up out of a dead sleep, just like a sharp stabbing pain ripping through my back into my gut. And I'm like, what's going on? So for a good week, that was going on. But, I Googled the symptoms, and everything that came up said, at this point of pregnancy, feeling those things, if my water doesn't break, there's no blood, yada yada, it's normal. So I'm like, okay, I guess it's normal. I'll just have to deal with it. And then came yesterday. Went to my OBGYN doctor for a routine check and took a look at things. We talked about the symptoms I've been having, the contractions, and feeling sick and everything. And the doctor said that's not quite normal. So he did a couple of tests while I was there, including my blood pressure. And my blood pressure came back kind of scary. It was 160 over 110, which for my age and my gender and my size, even in pregnancy, that is very high. Not quite danger zone, but very high. So that alarmed my doctor. And then he combined that with the fact that I've been having pretty bad swelling, especially in my ankles, feet, and hands. And the contractions and everything. He was concerned, and unfortunately they don't have that much equipment in his office, so he's like, okay, more testing clearly needs to be done. We would like you to go just right to the hospital. And I'm like, oh, really? Like today? He's like, yeah, today. I'll do a couple of swab tests, send to the lab, and then you need to go to the hospital. I'm like, alrighty. So he took his little samples, and then I hopped in the car and got my kids situated, because hospitals are never fast, and went to the hospital, and yeah, they did all their tests and their checks and everything, and Baby has so far has been looking great this entire time. Every time they check the baby, baby sounds good, baby looks good. So that's not an issue, thank goodness. But they've been a bit concerned about me. Uh, my blood pressure did go down when I was in the hospital. It stayed on like the higher side of normal though, so that was like a little bit of a concern. And they found some things in the blood they took and other samples they took. Nothing super extreme where I had to be like admitted right then and there. And I wasn't in active labor either, so they were able to discharge me after several hours. But one of the things that popped up in one of the tests they took is there's a possibility I could spontaneously go into labor on my own sometime in the next 2 weeks. It's not a guarantee. The kind of test, basically, if it was negative, would be a firm negative, where it'd be like a sigh of relief that like everything's fine, no sign of labor. If it was positive, it kind of throws things up in the air. I could go into labor sometime in the next 2 weeks, or I could go all the way to my scheduled induction date, beginning of February, because already my doctor wants me to have the baby a couple weeks before technical full term, so 38 weeks instead of 40 weeks. And it's an induction where basically I go to the hospital and they use medicine to make labor happen. So that's originally what he wanted to do, but now with this test result, there is a possibility I could go into labor on my own before then. And that would mean an early labor. Hopefully not too early. And that would be kind of sucky. For me, for the baby, for just kind of sucky, yeah? But it's what it is, though. That was one of the things that popped up. And they're also concerned I might have a condition called preeclampsia, which has to do with the placenta not getting enough oxygen and other nutrients and stuff. Like, it's hard to explain. It's like something going on with the placenta, not doing things right. It also affects my own internal organs. And if left unchecked, could cause major problems, like seizures and even a stroke. So, they sent me home with a test I need to do on Sunday, and then bring the stuff in to my doctor's office Monday morning for them to go over and tell me the results. They offered to admit me last night and do it themselves at the hospital real quick. But my almost 9-year-old just started her new school in our new neighborhood literally yesterday. And I didn't want to stress her out. I know when things are going sideways like this, I should focus on myself, but for the poor kid, she was so worried the entire time she was waiting with Grandma and Grandpa for us to come home from the hospital. She gets scared every time I go see a doctor. She's a very anxious little kid. And I did not want her stressing over her mom being in the hospital on her second day of a new school. Because starting a new school already for a little kid is stressful enough. I didn't want to add to that. I wanted her to be able to just enjoy her day. And if I could do the test at home, I would rather do the test at home. Yeah, it takes longer and yada yada, but peace of mind for the kiddo is really important to me. So I got that to do on Sunday. And they just told me I need to rest more, keep my feet up so I don't swell as bad, and add some things to my diet. I need to boost my potassium, so I need to eat more foods with potassium in it. I need to take some supplements. They found a small infection in my blood, like some bacterial thing, so they gave me an antibiotic. And it's just a whole smorgasbord of stuff going on. Fun times, alright? And on top of that, at my recent psych doctor appointment, he lowered the doses of pretty much all of my psych meds, except one. And that's been really rough for me, because since he's done that, I've had, no energy. I'm very tired all the time. I have a hard time focusing on things for more than a few minutes. My ADHD has gone super duper bad. I I've been feeling mild depressive symptoms. Not too bad, but they're popping up. And my anxiety's creeping up there too. So I'm like, it's no fun having like bipolar and anxiety and ADHD when you're pregnant. And I understand why he had to do it. He had to lower the dose of some of those things because they could cause issues if I go into labor. So I get it. He's playing it safe, and I respect that. But at the same time, it really sucks. So needless to say, with everything going on and how I've been feeling, how I've been dealing, making audios has not been my primary focus. I've been trying, I try to sit down and work on stuff, but either I wind up being so tired I fall asleep at my desk, or I start feeling sick and I'm like running back and forth to the bathroom, and I get a headache and I just have to like listen to soothing music and put ice on my forehead. So it's just a whole mess of stuff, and yeah. Sorry, I know y'all love my audios. Y'all been waiting for a new one. My patrons, have you been waiting for a new patron audio? It's been a while since I made a patron audio, unfortunately. But I've been keeping my Patreon... Oops, sorry, I just knocked into my desk with my belly. But I've been keeping the patrons updated pretty frequently as things have been like going on with blog posts. So for the most part, my patrons have been understanding. So I'm very, very grateful for that. But I realize I haven't really been keeping y'all who follow just this channel in the loop. Like, if you follow me on Twitter, you have a vague idea what's going on. Whether you follow my main Twitter or Orky's Twitter, you have a vague idea what's going on. But I haven't really been doing much to keep you in the loop via like a video like this or community tab post or anything. I'm sorry about that. It honestly slipped my mind. That's the whole deal. It just slipped my mind. So I'm updating y'all now. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna try, if I don't go into labor real soon, I'm gonna try to get some audios out this month for y'all to enjoy, both on here and the hub and on Patreon. But I can't make any promises, and I can't make any guarantees. It all hinges on how I'm feeling and what's going on with me and what's going on with the baby. Because now that there's a possibility the baby could come a lot sooner, my husband and I have been scrambling to make sure we have everything we need in case baby comes sooner. Because we've got some of the major things taken care of, but there's some stuff we've been putting off thinking we had more time. So now it's a mad dash to make sure everything's all set up. If y'all feel inclined to help at all, or feeling generous, you can join the Patreon. Just know that new content for patrons only may happen, may not happen this month. But if you're new to my Patreon altogether, there's an archive of like over 200 exclusive audios that you can take your time to binge on. Plus a lot of art posts and other various content-y things. You can do a little donation on my Ko-fi as like a tip. Always appreciated. Or you could go to my throne wish list and see something on there that you think I might need. All those things help a lot, especially right now while we're preparing for the new baby and getting everything situated. So, I feel like I'm forgetting something. There are going to be changes coming to this channel, not right now, but after the baby is here and settled, and I'm able to get back into the swing of things. It's going to be a little bit of a rebrand going on, and I'm going to make a separate video about this so people don't miss it, but I am making a new channel. I've gotten some confirmation that this channel is being suppressed in the algorithm at this point, thanks to being demonetized and striked last year. And it's very hard to recover from that. And it's basically shadow banned, which makes it really hard to grow and kind of hinders my desire to post on here. If there's technically over 50,000 of you, but no one's seeing my uploads. It kind of just kind of kills the drive, you know? So I'm going to be starting from scratch with a new channel. It'll be posted about on here, like all over the place, so people know where to go. And no real change to the content. It's still going to be ASMR role plays and fun things like that. Less streams, and I'll mostly be doing my streaming on Orky's VTuber Twitch channel instead of YouTube. I'll periodically do like RP streams on YouTube, like I've been doing, but nothing like I do with as Orky on Twitch. Because I know majority of you are here just for the audio role plays. You don't want to hang out with me. You don't really care about the person behind the voice as a human being, and I get that. You're here for the fantasy. Totally respect that. It's your little escape. Cool with it. So that's going to be what's going on after the baby's here. So probably in a couple of months, you'll see a lot of things popping up all over the place, like new Kitti Minx channel, new Kitti Minx channel, new Kitti Minx channel, new channel, same of your favorite content, blah 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 blah. So y'all have that to look forward to, and hopefully the new channel takes off like this one did. And I learned from my mistakes, and I don't get into the partner program, so I don't risk being demonetized. And I don't do anything to get me a strike. So yeah, we're gonna test some waters here this year. And by the way, I should have said at the beginning of the video, but Happy New Year, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's safe and healthy and just vibing. It's a new year, new opportunities, new chances for cool things to happen. I can't wait to experience this new year with all of you, especially those of you who've been with me since the beginning. Really super rad. And, okay, I think that's about it now. This has gone on long enough. And unfortunately, because I haven't really worked on any audios for Patreon, I got no preview of anything to share with you. Sorry. I do have free adult audios if you are over 18, posted to a certain hub site. I haven't uploaded anything in like a month, but if you didn't know about it before, there's stuff on there. I'm Kitti Minx ASMR on there. So you just look me up and there's some adult audios on there. But you have to be over 18. Gotta be grown up. No kids allowed. Alrighty. Well, listen. I love you all. Please be safe. Please be well. Express yourself to your loved ones how much you care about them, because you never know what tomorrow may bring. Be sure to look after your health so you don't wind up with any scares like I've been having. And just know I care about you. Yes, even you. And as always, stay awesome. Mwah. Mwah. See you next time. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye. Meow. Meow. Ada, ada. Ada, ada.
Thank you so much for watching and listening. This audio is brought to you by my patrons on Patreon, my subscribers on Fansly, and donations from kind viewers and listeners just like you. I'm not monetized on YouTube in the partner program, so if you would like bonus content including 18 plus audios, please consider joining the Patreon. If you like IRL and NSFW content, take a look at my Fansly. Or if you just want to feel kind one day, send a tip to my Ko-fi. It all adds up and it all means the world to me to support this channel, so I can continue to make high quality content just for you. Be sure to like and subscribe so this gets found in the algorithm. Love you and stay awesome.